Take a listen.
3 days of every week, I'm fasting for a period of time, right? So my sermon prep days are Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. I'm going to put in 8 to 10 hours on a Wednesday. I'm going to put in 8 to 10 hours on a Thursday, and I'm going to put in another 8 to 10 hours on a Saturday morning. I'm not spending all that time in the Word. A lot of that time is me in prayer and seeking God. Like, I know what text I have, and I'm going to bathe that text in prayer. Right? So because I don't preach with outlines, that text got to be tattooed to my heart. And when I'm praying, I'm putting myself in the text. And so I'm praying like, Lord, let me feel what you felt when you went into that temple. Let me feel what you felt when you saw the money changes in there. And so I'm thinking through every verse, and I'm spending time praying every verse into my heart. I'm praying all the people implicated in the text in my heart. Lord, when they was talking about that crippled man in the temple, how would he have felt? I know he must have been embarrassed. And I'm showering I'm bathing that text in prayer. I might spend 2 or 3 hours in prayer before I even get up to touch a text. That's what I need for me. Because when I get up to preach, I ain't getting up with just 3 points in a poem. No, that text got to be tattooed to my heart, right? So preaching for me is life and death. This is God's eternal word. And he said in his word that those of us who proclaim it, we should proclaim it as if we're speaking on behalf of God himself. So if I'm speaking on behalf of God, I need this word to be in my mind, in my heart, and in my spirit. So I'm going to spend that time in prayer, even before I touch that text. I'm gonna bathe that thing in prayer. So those times for me, I'm fasted during those times. I have never dealt with a text with food in my stomach. I'm fasted while I'm praying. I'm fasted while I'm preparing these messages. I'm fasted while I'm proclaiming. So at least 3 to 4 days out of the week, I'm fasted up. I'm not saying that to say everybody who proclaims got to do that. And I'm not saying that to say every Christian got to do that. I do that because that's what's necessary for me. A lot of my discipline in prayer is not because I'm super disciplined. A lot of my discipline in prayer is because I'm super broken. So I need the presence of Jesus, right? So for me, because I have brokenness in my soul, I need his presence. I cannot function without his presence. I cannot go a day without his presence. I cannot preach without his presence. I cannot study or make messages without his presence. So I would rather be in my prayer closet than on a platform, than on a podcast, than on a stage. I enjoy being alone with the Lord, right? And so I'm going to spend that time with him. And so for me, I've built in fasting as a regular rhythm in my life. And so at least 3, 4 days out of the week, there are long periods of time in which I'm fasted up. And that works for me. Yeah, does that make sense? 100%. Yeah, that works for me. So I'm not saying everybody got to do that. Right. But let's do this. When it comes to fasting, this is not monolithic. We're all not going to do the same thing.
Right.
What is monolithic is that we are all called to fast.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the noise of the world is
Why
loud.
was you crying, bro?